Years we've been defending the shield. Fight for the shield.
Are we the meanest? Showing up. Are we the baddest? Showing up. We the greatest toughest players around? Showing up.
Who is Fenwick High School?
I am Fenwick. Who? I am Fenwick.
1, 2, 3, right, right. Our Lady of Victory. Right, right. How strong are we?
Who's out? I said who's out? I said who's out? Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Oh, he smashes that one down the line and then rolls all the way to the wall. And here comes Fenwick around third. Let's go! Hammers that one deep left field. That one's got a chance. It's a home run.
Are getting set for game 2 versus the Vikings of St. Lawrence. We're going to line up here for the national anthem, so we'll take a quick timeout. We can leave the mics on.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stars and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flame, the
Love that part. And that's play ball. Over here at the Priory in beautiful River Forest, Illinois.
Yep. Number 12, Colin Dragus.
Now you get what I'm saying, partner. Alongside my partner, Pat Fagan, this is Ryan Nero. You're watching the Pat and Rhino Show. Streaming live here from River Forest, Illinois at the Priory Park. Beautiful day for baseball.
Now pitching, number 12, Colin Dragus.
Friars set for this Game 2 contest versus the St. Laurence Vikings. Happy birthday, darling.
Yeah,
Battling that sound system again, Ryan.
Yeah, that's right, partner. We're gonna do the best we can.
Get me up. That's it. Good. Thanks.
Colin Dragus on the mound for the Friars. We're gonna battle the sound system here, which is always a great thing to do.
Yeah, Ryan, if I can say something, Colin's just got to throw strikes. Obviously, you saw this lineup on Thursday. He knows how good they are. Can't worry about that. Just execute your pitches, throw strikes, take your chances. Defense got to bring it today.
Yep, no doubt. It's a, I was thinking about this on the way over, partner. The deal here is the Friars got to play clean baseball, right? You cannot. You got to make your throws. You got to set your feet, make your throws. You got to get your position in the outfield to get the ball in quickly. You have to hit your cuts. You cannot make errors. And to your point, you've got to make your pitches. That's the kind of team you're playing. When you're playing a team that's 19-1 like St. Laurence, you got to bring your absolute A game. And any error, any mistake that you make is going to cost you. We saw that in Game 1 when we were at St. Laurence. Partner?
Yeah, no doubt. And recognize even doing that still might not be enough. But put your head down, execute it pitch by pitch, play by play, play your best. And we're off to the races here.
Yes, we are. And just make sure we don't go in the yellow. And
Happy birthday.
hey, a lot of background action here. We got the sound system in full order. We'll give you the defense here in just a minute. Colin Dragus on the bump. Right-hander fires. First pitch.
Calls it a ball.
Ball. Beautiful day for baseball. Game time temperature was mid-50s. It feels like 68 over here.
It feels perfect, man.
Pumps that one in there. 1-1 the count. Hitter for the Vikings shakes his head, says, okay, I've seen it. Now let's go to work.
I don't know if it's the same leadoff man, Sturgis, or whatever his name was. There it is.
Takes a little off speed there. Beautiful pitch by Colin Dragus. Doesn't get the call.
Didn't miss by much. Good pitch. Keep throwing that. No cheering from the press box. Come on.
Lays a bunt down foul. It's going to be a strike. Partner, how we line it up defensively here?
Something different today. Munoz at first base, Flanagan in there today at second base, Buckman at shortstop, and Rangel at third. I think going through the outfield, I see that's A.J. McConnell in center. Is that Luca in right? It is. And then you'll have to help me out with who's in left. Is that Javelle?
Becca Javelle in left. That's right.
I think that's Luca in right. There it is.
Ground ball over to Munoz, who scoops the slow roller up, steps on the base for out number 1.
Good pitch by Colin. A little weak contact to start this game. Had him way out ahead of it. But I think that's what Colin's got to lean into. He's obviously not a fireballer, particularly against a lineup like St. Lawrence. He's just got to go think execution, slower. Just keep slowing it down. Get them out in their front foot. Stenger stepping in.
1 out, first pitch strike called. Looking. I'll tell you what here, partner. The Friars are on a 4-game skid coming into this game, and they've been blanked in a couple of those outings, so they're looking to really get things. That one left high. The curveball doesn't catch the break. Looking to really get something going offensively with the bats. Pitching's been okay through 3-4 innings, but without the offensive support, the Friars have really been sputtering out here in the middle of the late innings.
Yeah, and obviously you don't need me to tell you this. Everybody knows this, but the competition, particularly these last four, I'm not so sure it gets any tougher in the nation, frankly. So, you know, the clearest guys are coming, but for today's purpose, we've got a battle. Start battle. Beautiful pitch there by Dragus. Got 2 strikes on Steger.
2-2, 1 away.
For our listeners who don't know, this is Tristan Steger in the box. He's a Kentucky recruit, Division I player, fantastic. Talent spike.
That's Ethan Gonzalez takes that one off the face mask.
3-2 count. Count's got to make a great pitch here. You know, sometimes against St. Laurence, you got to get lucky. Sometimes you got to make your best pitch at the best moment, which I think he's ready to do.
3-2 count coming up here for Dragus. Curveball misses upstairs, puts him on.
Going to do a courtesy runner there at first base, as is always the case. Catcher. I mentioned that last time. The catcher really misses. I feel like he misses out on something. You never get to run the bases. You know?
Yeah, it's always tough. You know, I mean, but you can't have bad knees when you're 17. You know, I mean, isn't that a thing? I mean,
no, I guess because I use a courtesy runner for him, which I think is a speed the game up protocol. But
that's something from the Little League era,
yeah,
I think.
If I was a catcher, I'd be like, coach, let me run the bases every once in a while. I don't want to play this game.
Fresh set of downs here. Ball 1 to Loyalty.
I think that's just that's a coach's stipulation. Yeah, they loyalty, honor.
Got it.
Those are what they are. They don't.
Let's say I don't see a lot of names in the back of the jerseys these days.
No,
Notre Dame-esque.
That's a 10 and 11U stipulation. Good pitch. Beautiful pitch.
In there for a strike call. 1-1, 1 away. Man on first for the Vikings.
Jake is looking in control.
Friar fans piling in from all over the state of Illinois to watch this contest.
Hey.
Bleachers filling up, center field piled up, wind blowing out here at the Priory. Throw over to first, runner back in safely. Priory plays 400 feet to center, 347 down the left field line, 349 down the right field line.
Takes a shot to get it out of here. The Priory, we know that.
Curveball popped up and drifting foul and out of play.
Foul ball.
Home plate umpire calls it out. Home plate umpire looking good in his swag today. He's got the IHSA official umpire gear on, shoulder pads and Oakley glasses with the
ball bags on his side.
Face mask, ready to go. He's got the metatarsal guards on.
Interesting. What is a metatarsal?
Yeah. That's the top of the foot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where your shoelaces would be, partner.
You need that.
1 and 2, misses low. Got an opportunity to get him here. Oh my goodness. And the throw goes out into center field, and we just talked about it, partner. You had him dead to rights there. Good throw gets him, skips it into the outfield. Now we got a runner on third. We should have 2 outs. And this is not how you can play St. Laurence. They're just too good of a ball team. So now Dragus has to dig in with 1 away. Master of the obvious? Is that what you're thinking right now?
Yeah, I'll be keeping a special eye on how we execute today.
That ball pieced out into the right center gap. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Actually cut off at the warning track. No, it's not. Ponzio misses it. Now it rolls to the fence. That's going to be a stand-up RBI triple for the Vikings. Did you get that to that guy right there?
Kind of left that one up a little bit. Got up in his wheelhouse and he shot it to the right center field gap. Hit it really, really hard. And we got a 1-0 game.
Top of the first.
Wait, hands up.
1 away, man on third. And there you go. Good teams find a way to take advantage of extra outs. So oh man, that one smoked out the right. Ponzio there. Oh, over his head. Nice. Square that one up. Now Another run scores, and man on second here, one away.
He did square it up, and a line drive kind of hit right at the right field. There's a tough play, but I think Ponce did misplay that one a little bit, only because his first steps were in. I'm not out there, obviously, but it looked like he'd be taking the right angle on that when he could have gotten it, but I don't know.
You know, a lot of live streamers out there. I know we got a lot of Fenwick Friar varsity baseball fans that are away and working or on vacation that should be streaming in and joining us in the chat. Please tell us how we're doing and tell us where you're streaming live from. We always like to know where our live streamers are joining us from. And the Vikings are in business here. Don Zimmer back at first base, double deuce. Don Zimmer-esque anyway.
Yeah, right. Good pitch by Colin there.
So Ponzio, the third baseman, playing left field. Now right field turns into an outfielder. Utility fielder, utility player. That one misses upstairs. Steal third base on the play. Nice.
Pretty good pitch. I think he called it a ball, huh?
Yeah, it was called a ball. So different look on the infield a tad as you got Rangel at third and Buckman, as you had mentioned, and Flanagan at
second base,
yeah, second base. That one pumped in there for a ball. Joust misses outside, according to home plate umpire.
It's a good pitch. Not missing by much. It's not missing by much.
Oh, my papa. I think that was live.
What's that? Here.
That one, that's a little duck snort out in the center. That's going to get down. And it's A.J. McConnell picks it up, tosses it into the cut man, Buckman.
I think it's the young man that hit 2 homers on.
Yeah, this guy has, he sent the ball deep twice to left field, last the contest. And that Beckett out there.
I want to leave one up to this guy.
I'm not sure. Whether you throw this kid a fastball or a curveball. I mean, when you hit 2 home runs in a single game, you got a pretty good eye at the plate.
Yeah. He's seen it well. We can just ground ball right at somebody. He's got to make a play here. Good pitch by Colin.
Gets a strike called looking there.
I feel like he's locating the ball pretty well, finding the spots.
Oh my gosh. Really? Strike called looking.
Good.
1 and 2 the count here.
He's getting those,
He gets a power hitter.
Yeah.
4 guy, number 4 in the lineup, I think, right?
This is 5.
Might even be, yeah, pardon me.
My guess is all their guys hit, though, man. We saw that on Thursday.
X. Top right corner.
Don't have any holes in this lineup.
Hmm? That one misses wide. 2 and. Yep. 3-0 Vikings here, top of the first. Auspicious start for the Friars.
That was best pitch right here, Ryan. What do you say? Here it is. Oh, shoot. You gotta be kidding me.
Nice scoop by Munoz there. That's just a slow roller chopper to third base to Rangel. Not much you could do with that one. Rangel comes in, fires it over to first, but not in time. And now you got first and second here with 1 out, 3-0.
Unfortunately, Colin's making good pitches there. They just Friars haven't put any breaks in these games either, Ryan, which I think should be mentioned. I mean, that's about a 25-footer. 10 miles per hour off the bat and goes for a single.
Yeah, there's not much you could do with that, right? You got a power hitter who dumps a swinging bunt down the line.
Yeah, it's bad enough they're hitting rockets, but then So you can hear that noise.
Colin fires that one. Curveball looked like, catches a piece of the hitter, and now the bases are loaded as he takes his free pass on a hit by pitch. Oh, I can't have that here. Well, Gibson, the broadcast booth, are always welcome. All right, Colin's got to dig in here. Top of first base is full of Vikings. Score 3-0, one away. Double play ball here would be outstanding. Keeps that one low. Good pitch. Good idea by Dragus.
Yeah, double play ball will be optimal. How about a ground ball right back to the pitcher here?
We'll take a strikeout. We'll take a pop up in the infield. Partner, anything to get these Friars into the dugout. Strike, pop up towards Harlem Avenue, saved by the 35-foot fence. One of the very few that does.
Yeah, and most of them sail over there. Good pitch by Colin. Beat him on that fastball up and in. Can he do it 2 more times, though?
Oh, boy, that one hit out in the right field. It's got a little tail on it.
Cut him down, Ponzio.
And Ponzio's got it. He fires it into the cut man edge. I'm not sure where that went.
Went to third base.
Third base. Okay, third baseman picks it up. That's Rangel picks it up. That's going to be a sac fly. 2 away here, 4-0.
Yeah, I probably the right play there by Ponzio. I throw that ball to third base, keep those guys at first and second. Probably weren't going to cut the guy down at the plate, so.
It's interesting. I'm sorry, partner.
Smart play.
Inside out swing. You saw the tail on it,
yeah.
Right? I mean, that's just looked like my golf shot.
Right. Yeah, that little slicing action.
Sitting in the outfield. The mayor?
Good pitch.
Oh, we got the mayor of Westmont here today watching this game. He's doing some recruiting for.
Is he really?
Yeah, he moonlights as a recruiter for Northwestern University.
Is he really, man?
No, not really. I know you don't like when I do that part.
No,
I try to have a little fun here with you, you know.
What's the mayor from Westmont's name?
Stephen Nero
is. Is it related to anybody you know? Or?
Yeah, very, very closely indeed.
Good pitch.
Gets a strike there.
Pitch.
2-2 the count here, 2 away. 2-2. Is that what you got?
Yeah. I got 2 and 1. I got 2 and 1.
2-1. Yeah, 2-1.
Right, this goes to show you how good St. Lawrence is. Collins pitched excellent this first inning. You know, and he's got.
Here's a ground ball back to Dragus, who gloves it. Nice play there. Lofts it over to Munoz for out number 3, but not after the Vikings plate 4 runs on as many hits with no 1 error. 1 error maybe on the throw, I guess we'll give that one. So either way, we'll be back in the action after a word from our sponsors and just.
For more than a century, Oak Park, Illinois has been a community built on strong values, proud traditions, and neighbors supporting neighbors. From its early days as a small village just west of Chicago to the vibrant community it is today, Oak Park has always been a place where people take pride in where they live. That same commitment to community is what drives Oak Park Bank. For generations, Oak Park Bank has proudly served local families, homeowners, and businesses with trusted financial guidance and the kind of personal service you only get from a true community bank. Whether you're opening your first account, buying a home, or growing a business, Oak Park Bank is here to help every step of the way. Because great communities deserve a great bank. Oak Park Bank, built on community, focused on you.
Action here at the Priory. Nope, you didn't call me in. Did you call me in? I got to wait.
Now batting, number 25, Gio Rangel.
Rangel. Wow. I didn't know we were throwing an accent on it, you know, but Gio Rangel for the Friars steps in, the left-hander, playing third base today. See if Rangel will get things started. Chasing 4 here early. That's McConnell in the on-deck circle for the Friars.
Base hit. Oh, right at him.
It's a line drive bullet right at the shortstop for out number 1. He squared that one up, just unlucky. And I think you mentioned that in the bottom of the top of the first. It's just unlucky.
AJ McConnell.
This inning, brought to you by Play It Again Sports. Play It Again Sports in Forest Park, Illinois. Proud sponsor of the Friars.
Goes ball 1 there. Pitcher's looks like a pretty nice pitcher. Got good velocity. That one came in at 83 miles per hour.
McConnell hits that one high back and towards Harlem Avenue.
I think that's going to land in that very small area between the field and Harlem Avenue, only about 35, 40 foot.
Grassy knoll.
Yeah, I call it grassy knoll. Some bushes.
Wind.
Count can get into one here.
It's good to see Rango square that one up.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a sign of good things to come for the Friars. That one down low, called a strike by the home plate umpire. 1-2 the count to McConnell. McConnell got a sliding glove in his back pocket.
He's ready to go with it. My son makes me hold that over at first base. Had him out in front.
Pulls a string on McConnell, gets him out front for strike 3, swinging.
Now batting, number 23, Ethan Gonzalez.
Ethan Gonzalez, the catcher for the Friars, stands in, takes ball 1. And Kevin Morgan says, great broadcast. He's watching from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Go Friars. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate that. Ball 2.
Nice.
2-0 to Gonzalez.
Very nice.
Gonzalez he's been white hot for the Friars. That's Bastido. Elliott standing in the on-deck circle, a tall left-hander. Let's see if Gonzalez can get on and bring Bastido to the plate. That one's upstairs.
He's got a 3-0 count on him.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of this the other day. You know, they get into trouble and then battle back. So
yeah, these guys are good. They even 3-0, 3-1 count, they're not out of it. They continue to fire strikes.
And a 3-0 pitch pumped right down the middle for a strike called. Ethan taking all day there.
Yeah, that was a pitcher's pitch on 3-0. Looks like cut the inside portion of the plate.
Saw the Meehan family today. It was nice to see them out for their morning stroll as we were getting things set up.
Really.
That one inside brushes Gonzalez back off the plate. He's going to take a free pass and a trot down to first.
Now batting, number 27, Elliott Mosquito.
Once again, the catcher does not get you wrong. I don't like that. I don't like it, right? We're talking about it all season. Or Ethan Gonzalez. Hasn't run the bases all season. I think Wyatt Fagan did get to run the bases. He quit.
Bastido looking for a knock here, leading the team. Take advantage of this opportunity, rip one down the right field line. There's a chopper to second base, picks it up, fires to first for out number 3, and the Friars are retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. Your score for Vikings, Friars 0. We'll be back in the action after a word from our sponsors.
back at the top of the order, M. Lotus steps into the box. Colin fires once for pitch, caught the plate, ground ball to Flanagan, one hopper, and he made him there. So man on first, nobody out. Would have been nice to get that one. Hit right at him. Had some velocity on it. And it bounced off his glove. Tristan Seeger stepping in the box. Fantastic hitter. Beautiful pitch by Dragus. And Collins just got to keep throwing strikes. Try not to worry about results. Bear down. It's crushed. Collins goes there. He drops it. And it's 5-0. So 2 balls hit in play in this inning. Both should have been caught. Both weren't. And instead of 2 outs, nobody on, we got a runner on third with a run in. The ball was hit hard. Had a lot of topspin on it. And Ponce right in his tracks could not grab it. It kept knuckling on him. I think he kept bending down, getting his glove down further. And then eventually fell enough to where it hit off the bottom of his glove, and it's a 5-0 game. Vegas fouls once for ball 1. He's just got to keep firing pitches. We got fielders out there. Should be outs. Fires once again for ball 2. Dragus is at 40 pitches. 2-0 count. Runner at third. It's not Seager. There was a courtesy runner for him. Good pitch, but misses. Tried to break off that curveball. Left it a little low. And we got a 3-0 count. Good pitch. Fires in there for strike 1. Try to come all the way back. The number 3 hitter, Coyle, in the box. This guy takes a good, healthy cut. Good player. This is that one inside. That's ball 4. And we got runners at first and third. Again, with nobody out. You know, we began this inning looking for a nice, quick inning for Colin. He got 2 balls. First 2 hitters hit right at guys. Now they were hit hard, but should have been outs. They weren't. And now he's got a mess to deal with. Fires again once, ball 1. Dragus got to keep battling out there. Good pitch. Pitch caught a lot of the plate there. We called it a strike. We had a 1-1 count. Dragus really pitching well today. Looks like he's in control. I know it's difficult to say when you got a 5-0 deficit. Don't have it out in the second inning, but really feel like he's in control as best he can be. Another good pitch. Very good pitch. Working the corners as best he can. Trying to stay ahead of these guys. Needs a little bit of assistance here from that defense. 1-2 count. Les, another fantastic hitter. Lefty. Good scoop. Missed for ball 1. Big shooting, that's ball 2. Ethan Gonzalez looked like he was going to try and come up firing there to the first baseman as the runner drifted a little bit off the base, but with that guy at third, I don't think he wanted to risk it. Fouled off to the left side. That one's going to reach the seats over there, metaphorical seats. There are some bleachers over there, but they don't extend that far down. Maybe there's somebody standing there. Maybe there's not. You can't see, of course, because the dugout's in our way. Drake's got 2 strikes. He's going to throw his best pitch right here. Try and get it out. Try and get a double play. Hit right at somebody. This is high. For ball 3. And we have 48 pitches, full count. Partner's back to the play-by-play. Partner, you missed a couple errors.
Yeah, I guess so. Couple. One to right. What was the other one?
Ground ball right to Flanagan. Bounced off his glove.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, okay. That one pieced out center field. McConnell going back. He's got a beat on it. Catches it. So McConnell got a nice read on that one.
Yeah,
he was going back to his left and squeezes for the first out of the inning. Sack fly scores a run. But again, comes, well, you know, not to sound like a broken record, but errors and miscues at a team like this are going to come back to haunt you, and we see that today.
It's not even going to take long. I mean, they're gonna jump on you right away. And we got a 6-0 ball game. Hopefully, we can stop the bleeding right here, get a ground ball right at somebody, and
how did we get the out, partner?
Get out of this inning. The fly ball that you just saw right there.
Oh, that was it. You know, my bad. Oh man.
Collins pitching well though. I know I said that before, Ryan. It's difficult to say when you're down 6-0 with only 1 out in the second, but he's actually all over the plate, firing where he needs to. Drawing some contact. No, it's hard contact, but you know, it is getting hit right at guys.
That one hit high in the air. McConnell coming in, second base Flanagan going out. Oh my God.
That'll be okay though.
That bounces off Flanagan's glove.
And we got our second out. So no damage
So
done.
no real damage there as he fired it in and got the force at second. So how do you score that one then? Is that
It's nothing. It's just it's a fielder's choice.
Fielder's choice.
Simple fielder's choice. Yeah. It's if you're ever going to drop a pop up, that's the time to do it, right? Because it looked like he was in control of it. So the runner at first had nothing to do other than retreat to first base. So really, once Caleb was able to send it underneath the ball, it was going to be an out no matter what. Caleb, to his credit, kept his head and recovered and threw the guy out at second base. I think it was helped out by the rest of the defense. Drake is pitching an outstanding game. You can't say it any other way. He's just pitching fantastic. Had a little low.
Yeah, you're fine. That one hit high in the air, foul down the left field line. Plenty of distance. And these guys don't miss too often. They really piece the ball big.
Oh, ball is just exploding off the bat.
Yeah. What's Collins sitting at velocity-wise, partner?
I'll take a look over there. I think low 80s when the fastball comes in, maybe high 70s. Again, he's got to think slow. Just keep getting these guys bats too fast.
Had an opportunity to talk with 2 outs here. 1-1 the count. We'll wait on that. That one hit in the air. Infield pop-up. Shortstop Buckman calling for it. Squeezes for out number 3.
Excellent job there, McCollum, huh? Excellent job.
All right, we'll take a break in the action here, and we'll hear from our sponsors. That inning was brought to you by Toronto Bread, Chicago's bread.
For generations, Chicago has trusted one name for bread done the right way. Toronto Bread is baked fresh every day using time-honored recipes, quality ingredients, and a whole lot of pride. From family dinners to neighborhood favorites, Toronto brings people together one slice at a time. Proudly baked in Berwyn and served across the Chicagoland area, this is more than bread. It's tradition you can taste. Toronto Bread, Chicago's bread.
All right, back in the action here.
Number 18, Jeff Munoz.
Got a lot of conditions to deal with, you know.
I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be, and trying to take my life away. I put up.
All right, it's going to bring up Jeremy Munoz. Hot hitting left-hander for the Friars here. Chasing 6. Early, bottom of second here only. Vikings of St. Laurence really showing why they're 19-1 and nationally ranked, I suppose. But the Friars aren't doing them any favors. There's no doubt about it.
No.
Put up a crooked number in the first, crooked number in the second, and that one in there for a strike called. 1-1 the count to Munoz.
Let's at least make this pitcher work a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's at least show him something. Take some pitches. Get some guys on the bases. It's just something that just hasn't happened recently, Ryan.
Munoz been a bright spot for the Friars here.
No doubt, no doubt.
There you go, partner. You asked for it. You got it. That one missed outside.
Yeah, just get something going here. Create kind of a long inning. You know, there's been so much focus on their hitting and our lack of defense. But of course, when you come up every time, you go 1, 2, 3, or you only get one guy on. It feels like you're playing defense and pitching the whole game.
Right? Yeah. This inning brought to you by the Julie Sutton Group. Julie Sutton Group, your local realtor. All your real estate needs, the Julie Sutton Group. Wonderful sponsor of the Friars. 3-1 the count here to Munoz. Let's see what he's sitting. He was sitting dead red, partner.
Yeah, he was.
Up elevated fastball, you know, looks good coming out of the hands. Munoz swings through it. Now it's 3-2. He's got a
battle.
Cole's,
Grader only had that at 80. Felt a lot faster, but maybe it's because he's mixing up speeds really well.
Oh, man, gets him on the strike called on the outside corner. And so, pitcher for the Vikings battles back.
Now batting, number 4, Luca Ponzio.
Let's see if Ponzio could be the spark the Friars need here.
We do need a spark.
Strike called. That one in the dirt. The Ponzio evens the count 1-1. A booger on your back or something, partner. Took care of all. You know, it's that time of year. We got leaves,
everything.
Caterpillars flying through the air. Do caterpillars fly?
I think they do, or at least they fall from trees, so it's fun for a little bit.
That strike called to Ponzio. 1-2 the count. Tough count here. Good pitcher. Ponzio puts that one up the middle, and that second baseman is something else.
Did he almost get that one?
Yeah, he covered 60 feet of ground and put the leather on it, going to the
Now
third base
batting,
side.
Number 13, Beckett Javel.
Ponzio reaches on a single. That's going to bring up Javel, a left fielder for the Friars. Lou and Nicole here supporting their son today.
Yeah, they got a great report on Bryce. Got a double and a triple yesterday.
Yeah.
His younger brother. We always like to hear about the future Friars or the younger brothers excelling on the diamond. That's gonna be trouble.
That's gonna get. Oh man!
How do you?
Wow! And Beckett puts that one out in the right field. It hangs up just enough for that right fielder to come over and put the glove on. That's gonna bring up Caleb Flanagan.
Now batting, number 3, Caleb Flanagan.
The differences defensively, Ryan, are you can talk about the hitting and the pitching. When I watch this, the biggest difference is defensively. They get to every ball. Like, no matter where it's hit, the Vikings are getting to every ball we hit out there.
Yeah, you had mentioned that during the last game. Their read off the bat is something else. I'd absolutely agree with you. That one, I mean, off the bat, you're thinking it's down, right?
Now, of course, they're able to play a lot shallower because
Caleb Flanagan swings through that one.
the size of our hitters, but boy, oh boy.
Marco Nero got a lot of fans here. He's got his grandma and his uncle here, his girlfriend and her grandfather. Friar fans here for the home game really showing up large.
Yeah, it's good to see.
That one pumped in there for a strike, and Flanagan's quickly down 0-2 here with 2 away, and that's Johnny Buckman who steps into the on-deck circle should Flanagan reach as Ponzio takes his lead at first. And Ponzio's going to go ahead and take second base here.
Fire that one to the backstop. I think he overthrew that one a little bit.
Nice job. Do you watch it back and see every now and again, like when I text you? Because you can learn a lot from that. I'm not being critical. I'm just saying, like, we learn together. One and two the count, 2 away. That one upstairs. A little extra velocity on that one.
Yeah, he was. I think he dug a little deeper. Didn't quite get the release point and left it upstairs. Flanagan back in the count here.
You know, honestly, partner, Friars plate 1 or 2 here. It's early enough in the game, or it's not that far out of reach. It's only 6-0. Baseball's an interesting game. It's a game of momentum.
No doubt.
Hitting is contagious, and now with a runner in scoring position, Flanagan in a full count here after being down 2 strikes. Pitcher for the Vikings.
Yeah, I think he'll give him something to hit here. He definitely doesn't want to walk him. You know, you had an 0-2 count. You don't want to walk the guy on 4 straight pitches, so you're probably going to go after him. At least try to.
I think he's coming right at Flanagan. Let's see what Flanagan can do here. Flanagan swings through that one for strike 3. And the Friars go down 1 hit, no errors, no runs, nothing left here. 1 left, excuse me. Ponzio at second. Friars chasing 6 runs here, 6-0. We'll be back in the action after a word from our sponsors.
The Julie Sutton Group is a top-performing real estate team serving the western suburbs, known for delivering exceptional service and outstanding results. With decades of combined experience, their talented agents combine deep market knowledge with innovative strategies to help buyers and sellers achieve their real estate goals. Whether you're searching for your dream home or looking to maximize the value of your current property, the Julie Sutton Group provides expert guidance every step of the way. The Julie Sutton Group, where experience, strategy, and results move you home.
And we're back in the action here. Friars are retired, and now up come the Vikings. They're up 6-0 here. Putting it to the Friars again, as I mentioned earlier. Friars not helping themselves out with 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 errors.
Oh, at least, Ryan. We had 2 big ones last inning. I don't think either one of those runs were earned for Colin.
No kidding.
Yeah, so he's pitching well. There's no other way to put it. Oh, man. He's not getting many calls from the umpire either.
Dontragus looks good out there, man. He's pumping in strikes. You know, they're putting the ball in play. It's just, you know, you have to trust your defense, which we've talked about tremendously over the course of the season. There's a strike 3 and 2.
3 and 1.
3, excuse me. Well, they're quick on the board over there. Mrs. Nero's got her, Tracy Deere got her pink cupcake celebrating her birthday, and now it's 3 and 2. Maybe I'm clairvoyant.
Good to see. It's good to see. She's having the time of her life. I saw a Rolex bag in her car. Did you get a Rolex for your 50th birthday?
Close. Close.
Close.
her birthday present was sitting on the island this morning. Of course, I was out early getting ready for the game and let her sleep in. I had a cinnamon roll by the nightstand for her,
Very nice.
freshly baked.
Very nice, very nice.
This is the era woke up. She had a little breakfast treat and a present to boot downstairs, but I don't believe she's opened it.
Okay, so we'll keep it a secret then. We're breaking any news here.
I've been very unsuccessful with my birthday presents over the last 20 years.
Tough gig.
Makes you want to give up, and you got to keep fighting through, partner.
Well, you better not come with nothing.
You don't want to come with nothing.
Then you got some real problems.
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. You know, you always like to remember that this is a game being played by youngsters, 17 years old, 16 years old, and I was alerted to some not very ideal feedback where we had a base coach kind of exchanging unpleasantries with one of our players, an adult male coaching first base, which is absolutely unexcusable at any level.
Yeah, we can talk. But he was talking to Jeremy?
Yeah, I was talking to Jeremy during the last game. And
what did he say to him?
Talking about his weight and some other things, which is there's a smack. Oh, man, he beat it out. That one's in the hole to Wrangle, and he was in foul territory when he made the play. Fires it over. The runner's in safely at first. And, you know, for a team that's 19-1, nationally ranked, if that story is true, which I've got it on good accord, is I don't have any patience for it, partner. I certainly don't.
No, no doubt. No doubt.
You're a grown-ass man. Act like it.
Yeah, no doubt. Conduct an investigation.
And bunts foul for a strike. I'm going to give a shout-out to Ed O'Neill, who might be listening on his way back from U of I. Ed O'Neill traveled down to U of I to surprise his daughter, who was running a half marathon this morning. She had no idea he was coming and was down there in the morning to surprise her and watch the rest of the race, or the 12, what is it called, the half marathon? Was that 12.x?
Half marathon is,
12.2, 12.3?
13.1.
13.1, that was close. Math wasn't my strong suit. I never
there.
was a runner. So anyway.
The marathon's 26.2. So you take 26.2, divide it by 2, right? You get 13.1.
There you go. He surprises his daughter, then jumps in the car, and he's trying to make it back here for the game. So.
Yeah, I mean, I know if I finished half marathon, the first face I would want to see would be Ed O'Neill. So I don't know about you.
I did the Chicago 10 miles, a chopper
turn it, baby. Come on.
double play ball over to Buckman. Oh my goodness gracious! And throws it offline to Munoz. Is pulled off the bag, and
Ryan,
would be double play is just an out at second. So yeah, that go ahead, partner.
So it's not in there. And
what?
It's not in there because you can't assume the double play. But Ryan, and I'm a hamster on a hamster wheel right here. That play has to be made.
At this level, I agree.
It has to be made.
It was tailor-made.
It was hit right at the second base bag. And I know, hey, we got great kids in this team, and I know they're trying. I know that. But you know, we got a microphone in front of our mouths. We've been watching it for the last 6 games, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah. Well, I share your exhaustion, and I got to believe that the players are playing a little tight. It's been a lot of movement with the defensive positioning and a lot of movement with the lineup. But regardless, as a coach, your job is to put the best guys you think and give you the opportunity to win, right? And as a player, your responsibility is to be ready.
Yep.
And so at this level, whatever that responsibility is, whatever you get called, you have to play at the best that you can be in that particular role. And we just haven't seen it for the Friars this season. We are 17, 18 games in now, 17 and a half in, and Friars at 500.
16 and a half,
yeah.
Yep.
And, you know, we're not ready to throw the baby out with the bathwater, but it's something needs to click for the Friars, whether that's finding some confidence, finding some mojo in the dugout, whatever it may be. But they're going to have to turn it around here as we make a run in the back end of the season, because it's not getting any better in the Catholic League Blue.
No, I mean it gets slightly easier, but that's only a matter of degrees.
That one hammered out in the left field. That one's going to get down. Beckett on his way over. He picks it up. That's going to score 1. And the runners move up 90 feet on the double. And it's now 7-0 Vikings. And Coach Kamisic, head coach. And this is something you don't see every...
Yeah, I don't think Quinn's here today, so that's why I think Kamisic making the pitching change, or at least going to discuss it with him.
So the head coach Kamisic goes out to have a chit chat at the mound, and for this break in the action is brought to you by Big Nick's Catering. We'll be back in the action in just a minute.
When it comes to great barbecue and crowd favorite comfort food, Big Nick's Catering delivers every time. Owned and operated by Nick Casaccio, Big Nick's is known for bold flavors, generous portions, and food made the right way. From juicy grilled burgers to crispy wings and perfectly prepared chicken, Nick and his team focus on quality ingredients and great taste in every bite.
We'll be back with Big Nick's Catering's sponsorship commercial in just a minute. Sorry about that. It was a very quick mound visit as Colin bounces back, throws first pitch strike in there with 1 away, 1 run in already. This guy's taking some liberties here. Field of play with the camera. With a lefty to bat. That one downstairs for ball 1.
Didn't miss by much. Colin's got to keep battling. There should be 2 outs, man on third right now. That double play it wasn't made.
Curveball. That one out into the gap. McConnell going back. DeVell going back. It's all the way to the fence. Taps the sponsorship signs pinned up against the chain link, and that's going to be a stand up. Nope, that's going to be a triple.
Triple for Steger. What's going
on here?
Just serve that one out in the left center.
That made me get out of the beautiful sun spot out there. It was so nice.
You know what? Why don't we welcome the mayor of Westmont to the broadcast? Sit down.
All right, I'll sit down.
Got the mayor of Westmont here with us. Stephen Thomas Nero. He's leadership of Westmont. We appreciate him joining us in the press box here.
Beautiful day for a ball game today. Great to be here.
Stephen Nero out here supporting his not only his community, but his nephew, Rocco Nero, and godson. Is it godson?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, my goodness. And they continue to hammer, and that one's down the line. That's going to drive in a run, and this guy is rumbling and tumbling to second base, and he's going to be in there with a stand-up double. And now it's 10-0 the Vikings, and they keep pouring it on.
Yeah, it's a tough day today, but the sun is out, not a cloud in the sky.
So what's going on in Westmont? What's new and exciting in Westmont, Mayor?
Well, we have a lot. This is a big year this year with America's 250th celebration. So we've been planning a big week of celebration, from a wonderful 4th of July fireworks show on the 4th, followed by a huge concert on the 11th. So stay tuned. We got some big bands coming to Westmont that should be announced next week.
How exciting. Any notable headliners we should be aware of?
Well, there's going to be a couple. I'm under strict NDA. I cannot announce it until next week. But I guarantee everybody here at the ballpark will know them.
And there, that ball's pieced out into right field. DePonzio fires it into Munoz, and it bounces off his glove, and that's going to be another run scored. It's now 11-0, and we might be done here in record time if this keeps up, as the score is down 11-0. That's going to probably do it for Colin Driggis. We'll take a break in the action. We thank the mayor of Westmont, Stephen T. Nero, for joining us in the booth. We'll be back in the action here in just a minute.
When it comes to great barbecue and crowd favorite comfort food, Big Nick's Catering delivers every time. Owned and operated by Nick Casaccio, Big Nick's is known for bold flavors, generous portions, and food made the right way. From juicy grilled burgers to crispy wings and perfectly prepared chicken, Nick and his team focus on quality ingredients and great taste in every bite. It's simple food done exceptionally well. with the kind of flavor that keeps people coming back for more. When you want food that truly satisfies, trust the team that does it right. Big Nick's Catering. Big flavor in every bite.
Okay, back in the record here in the at the Priory. Sean Bell stepping to the rubber. We got a 11-0 game here in the top of the third. First and third, one out. Bell fires. Good pitch, got in his kitchen. And Bell fires once for strike one. Had to fight that one off. Hopefully he keeps that kind of energy, keeps that kind of pitching, and gets us out of this inning. Fires again, it's a missile into left field, and it's 12-0. And the hits just keep on coming.
So to speak. So Bell on the mound. I'm sure you covered it already, partner,
Yeah, we
so
got
I'm
it.
not going to repeat you here, but
12-0 game. Second, third, one out.
give us a rule on the mercy.
I don't know what it is at third. I don't think there is one at third. Three.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
that one out in the gap. That might be out of the park. Oh, it's off the fence. Hits mid-fence. 1 run is in, and 2 run is in, and now it's 15-0.
I think 14, right?
You sure?
Yeah. I got 14.
I'm going to go with you on the math. This inning brought to you by Bo Jackson Elite Sports Training. Bo Jackson, a big sponsor of the Friars, and Friars work out at the Bo Jackson Dome there in, that's Elmhurst or
Benson.
Dome.
It's right by Elmhurst, right on the.
Oh man, and Beckett's over there, so he puts the glove. That ball was absolutely pieced to left field. Beckett moves over and catches it for out number 2.
Yeah, I think they got the oxygen tank for Beckett Javell in the dugout in between innings. But
I mean, these guys are just.
One of my all-time favorite baseball stories was the inning just like this, and the manager comes to take the pitcher. The pitcher says, "Hey, I'm not tired." Manager says, "Yeah, put my outfielders are."
Is that right?
So I got to get you out of here.
That's fantastic. That ball skips in for ball 4. Now they're on the corner. Excuse me. Their bases are loaded here for the Vikings.
Yeah, first and second. First and second. That was a hit batter. Sean's one pitch from getting out of this inning. Hopefully he does it.
Oh, he was hit by that?
Yeah. Hit his shoe top. Bell just needs to throw a strike here.
Well, as a pitcher, you're wondering, is that going to work?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because anything near the zone, these guys are barreling up.
Call it a strike.
Yeah, called the strike. I think that might have been a little bit of a
I'm not
mercy call by the home plate umpire.
I'm not into giving
Nothing against Bell there, but I think he
guys
just wants to move it along.
I'm not into giving these guys advice. They know what they're doing. But from what I see, good pitch.
Nice pitch there. That was a nice strike call. The
I think
outside
what he's got to
corner.
do is what Bell did on those 2 pitches. Just mix up your velocities. At a certain point, you can't keep throwing a 75 to 85 mile per hour pitch, and you really got to slow it up and down, spin, everything. Just like
that was a nice curveball. Bell right there. Can't make the play. Picks it up, fires it over, gets the out at first.
Great play by Bell.
So Bell stays with it, and the Friars get the 3rd out. Man, oh man, they are chasing 13 runs here in the bottom of the 3rd, partner. A lot of work to do for the Friars here. We'll take a break in the action. We'll be back after a word from our illustrious sponsors.
Respect for the game begins here.
When you come into our dome, there's a pulse, there's a heartbeat.
Everything you see in here is dedicated to training the athlete. When you come in, I want you to be hungry. You have to put in the work that you know you need to do to get to where you want to be.
The focus of this facility is to develop the complete athlete.
In the action here is Johnny Buckman set to lead things off for the Friars. And a nail biter here at the Priory.
Yeah.
Now
Having a little fun. You know, it's a beautiful day here. We're out here playing ball. The kids are having fun. And Friars getting an opportunity to play a real ball club here. Nationally ranked 19-1.
Yeah.
And you could see by the way the ball jumps off the bat and the way they play defense. It's just a good ball club. Friars are not a bad ball club. They just have to figure out a way to play the best ball they can when they're facing a team that's not going to give you any mercy when it comes to errors and bases on balls and hit by pitch. Partner?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you don't want to go into feeling like you have to play a perfect game, but you certainly have to make the plays you're supposed to make. And I think just leave it at that.
Sorry, excuse me.
And when you don't, the results aren't going to be good.
I'm going to do a little marketing here, partners. Everybody subscribe to the Nero Broadcast Network. Go ahead and scan it with your phone and subscribe.
That's going to be trouble.
There's a short roller. Buckman down the line, and he is out by a half step. Third baseman coming into the grass, makes a great play.
Yeah, nice bunt there by Buckman. He got out there a little faster.
Give it to your friends. 10 people you know.
Now batting, number 24.
Oh, we got a DH.
Bonacco stepping in for Gio Rangel. Get Jimmy in a
We're going to see a DH move here for Rangel in the form of Jimmy Bonactar. Bonactar, the big, tall lefty here. Wind and center field is nil. And Bonactar, one hop set back to the pitcher on the first pitch for out number 2.
It's too bad for Jimmy High. Took a good, nice, healthy cut at that. That ball came off the bat pretty hard. Unfortunately, right at the pitcher.
Yeah. Hard contact's good. You know, unlucky is another thing.
Now batting, Number 5, AJ McConnell.
In case you missed it, A.J. McConnell batting for the Friars. McConnell swings, fouls that one off home plate.
Good healthy cut at that one.
So if it's fouled off home plate and rolls fair, it's foul. Is that true?
If it's no. If it is home plate and stays in fair territory,
it's fair territory. Okay. Oh yeah. This game started an hour and 4 minutes ago. Connell takes a hack at that one. He's a little ahead as the pitcher for the Vikings pulls the string on him. And changing speeds, partner, I want to go back to what you said there. I mean, that's the key to success at any level, right?
It really
is really changing speeds and keeping that hitter off balance. Yeah. That one hits in front of home plate for a ball.
And I don't think you see it enough across the board in the high school level, but to me, if I was coming in against a lineup like this one, you know, no matter who you are, you're not going to overpower these kids with an 85, 86, 87 mile per hour fastball, which is a good fastball at this level, but these guys have seen it. So unless you're throwing 95, you better be changing speeds. Oh, he's up.
Oh, wow, strike 3.
All right, Ryan, this is where I lead.
And that's it, you're done.
I gotta go watch the game.
All right. Well, my partner's leaving me. We got half the Pat and Rhino show, but you got a good duty to do. You're going to go and help coach your, Wyatt Fagan.
Yep, no doubt. And as soon as it does not rain, I will see you back here at the Prairie on Monday, bud.
On Monday, you bet. Thank you, Pat.
Want to get Steve?
Sure.
Hi, I'm Mike Katinek, president of the Fenwick Fathers Club, proud sponsor of Fenwick Athletics. The Fathers Club started in 1932 to provide financial assistance to families in need. I'm proud to say we're almost 100 years later, still continuing that tradition with our Tuition Continuation Fund. If a Fenwick student loses a parent and there's financial need, the Fathers Club helps make sure that that student can complete their Fenwick education. We are a club open to all dads and guardians of Fenwick students. We host monthly events to build camaraderie amongst our dads. Events range from a March Madness party, a bags tournament, to a Theology on Tap session. We're able to introduce our members to school administration, teachers, and coaches so they can get an up-close view of the Fenwick experience. The Fathers Club also provides community while supporting and delivering on our mission. We'd love for you to join us at the Fathers Club. Find out more about our events and membership at FenwickFathersClub.com. Thanks for your support.
And we're back here at the Priory. I'm joined in the broadcast booth by Augie Bernal. Augie, how are we doing today?
It doesn't look too good. Very good team, St. Laurence. Very good team.
Got Bell back on the bump for the Friars here. Friars chasing 13 runs here in the top of the 4th. Augie, big-time Friar fan. Grandfather of Haley Bernal. It just happens to be one of the players Rocco Nero's fancies Haley.
Are you related to Rocco?
Well, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible. These St. Laurence hitters are, there's a shot, third base and shortstop, and that one scoots through. And the leadoff hitter's aboard with a single. Augie, give me some insight.
Well, I don't know. I could just say one thing. They feed these kids on the south side pretty good. I don't know if we're playing a high school team or a college team. The size of these guys, man, it's unbelievable.
You know what? It's I can't agree more with you, Augie. I mean, these guys step up to the plate, and when they hit the baseball, it's just a different sound. Whether they miss it, whether they pop it up, whether they hit a ground ball, it's coming off that bat. That nice curveball there by Bell gets the strike.
Yep.
Bell gets sets, gets a sign from Gonzalez, and kicks and fires. There's a ground ball off the, looked like it went off the mound, scooped up by A.J. McConnell, fires it over to third, and now they're first and second with nobody out. And again, back to what we were talking about. I mean, even though that was a ground ball, he missed it.
Yeah.
Still came off the bat like a laser beam.
Look at these guys. It's just unbelievable. Looks like he's
Augie, a resident of Berwyn? Oak Park, Illinois.
Yep.
Served on the police force
Yeah,
there
River Forest.
in River Forest.
Yep.
For how many years, sir?
22 years.
22 years as a. Give me the story. 22 years were you?
22 years, and then I retired, and then I went back and I worked for North Lake Police Department for 15.
All foul back out of play.
Yep.
Well, we appreciate your service and protecting and serving the residents of Oak Park and River Forest.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah, when I was on the job, we didn't even have a baseball field here. It was all open area.
Curveball misses upstairs. Yeah, I hear that this was originally slated for a residential development at some point.
Yeah, it was, but they changed their mind. They moved further west over there. You can see beautiful homes.
Got some friends out in North Lake. Shout out to the Payne family out there at North Lake. Good friend of mine, him and his wife, or Jamie and his wife, Roxy. So here we are with no outs. 1 ball, 1 strike here. The giant hitter for the Vikings, a tall
Just looking at him,
right-hander.
he's intimidating.
Fouls that one back for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm pretty sure this kid's off the bench. Yeah. Did you notice the back of their jerseys?
I did.
I thought they were.
Give me your impression. Yeah. So I did too, as a matter of fact. I was corrected by my partner, Pat, earlier, but it's just, I think it's all about motivation.
Right.
There's a ground ball past Munoz, and that's going to roll out. Oh, my goodness. And nice play by Flanagan there to get a glove on it, but single's a single. Now the bases are loaded. Slow roller.
Looks like we have Don Zimmerman at first base.
I said that during the last game. I'm happy to hear you say that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, sure looks like him.
Old Popeye.
Yeah.
Yeah, used to be part of the Cubs organization.
Yeah, good coach.
Don Zimmer. Cubs, speaking of the Cubs, they are on fire here. 10 in a row. They came back and beat the Dodgers last night. Curveball doesn't take the break, misses upstairs. Cubs win last night. They play tonight. I got this. Oh, that one out. That's a little duck snort out in the right center gap, and that's going to find the turf. McConnell scoops it up, and they move up 90 feet. And now the Vikings score another run.
Are they going to tie the score from the other night?
Final score, what was it, 17?
16-1.
16-1 was the final score. Augie, big fan of the Friars, travels with the team.
Don't even have a kid playing for him, but I come.
We always appreciate that.
I enjoy the game.
Certainly always better with different results. The Friars are up against it here. They're playing this Catholic League Blue, and St. Laurence is nothing to shake a stick at, nationally ranked. And before them, they played Brother Rice.
Yeah.
After them, they played Mount Carmel. So it does not get much easier, as we talked earlier in the broadcast. 14-0 here as we're at the top of the 4th. Wow. That ball upstairs misses for a ball. We got our broadcast director here, or Liz Lateral. Liz checking in for this Saturday morning game. Always appreciate having Liz here. Helps tremendously with the broadcast, but all complaints go back to Liz. I will post her cell phone number. You can text her directly if you don't like the angles.
You're going to get a lot of texts.
That one piped in there for a strike called. This point in the game, we want to remind you to like and subscribe to the Nero Broadcast Network. We bring all this to you free of charge on the YouTube platform. We're also today streaming live on the Game Changer platform. Certainly do appreciate you liking us and subscribing to our channel, bringing you all the Fenwick Friar actions on the baseball field. That one down low, and that's going to walk in a run.
Bases loaded again.
Bases remain loaded, as my partner mentioned, and that's going to bring out Coach Kamisic. He's going to go to the pen as he calls for relief pitcher. This break in the action is brought to you by AA Rental Center. All your rental needs. We'll be back in the action in just a minute. All right, back in the action here after the pitching change. We got Jimmy Gall on the bump for the Friars, number 35. He inherits bases loaded and no outs. Thank you very much. 15 to nothing with bases loaded. Jimmy Gall throws first pitch strike for the Friars. Let's see if he can get out of this one. That one, another little duck snored out in the right to Ponzio, who picks it up, fires it in, and they move up 90 feet. Honestly, in Gall's defense there, I mean, as hard as these guys been hitting the baseball, that ball wasn't hit very hard. They just dropped it in for a single. Looking out in the center field, we get the fans out there in the bleachers. We had a little change here in the broadcast booth. I'm joined back in the booth here by the mayor of Westmont, Stephen T. Nero. Stephen, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Beautiful day still here at the park, and wonderful day to be out here watching a game. We got a little tough game today, though, with the team we're playing. Did a little research, found out they're ranked first here, the St. Laurence.
Yeah, and they're ranked nationally, and they're 19-1. That first pitch missed upstairs. That one popped in there for a strike. 1-1 the count, Stephen. Yeah. Yeah, we could catch back up with the scoreboard here.
We're receiving a few complaints via.
Yeah, probably.
X.
Oh, no idea where that's at. Towards Harlem Avenue. Munoz.
Ball.
Oh, Munoz catches it in the fair territory for the much needed first out. $16-0 here. Oh, dear me. 16-0 here. What inning is it? It's not the third, I'll tell you that. So we're going to work on this scoreboard here. Inning is the top of 4. There you go. You can probably figure you're a smart guy.
We'll get
Being
the
that you run the town over there. Could use some of that leadership in Forest Park. Ooh. That one misses upstairs. My God, look at the salami on this guy batting. This is a big, strong left-hander here for the Vikings. 27-inch pythons. This is like Hulk Hogan batting, for goodness sake.
Yeah, the big hurt, St. Laurence.
You let in Chuck Tassio here today.
Hall of Fame coach from Willowbrook High School in Villa Park, Illinois.
Nice. Yep, ball hit high in the air. No idea. On the play. Gall gets the side kicks, fires that one, smoked out in the right field to Ponzio. And they're going to move up 90 feet, kind of give the Friars a break, is what it looks like to me, by not challenging, going home. Could be wrong on that, but it is now 17-0. Let's see here. So you want to go to, did you get it? So runs, we're going to hit +1. There we go. Hey, there's a nice pitch there by Timmy. Timmy Gall working hard in the offseason. Added 10 miles per hour to his velocity. Working hard. Probably added 10 to 15 pounds of muscle. His father, Chris Gall, out in the. There's a nice curveball for a strike. 2. Chris Gall out there in the bleachers watching on. Chris Gall, former NFL player, baseball player as well. What would you call that, a stud athlete? I don't know. I'm looking at trying to find Chris out there from deep behind home plate here. Not a breath of wind here at the Priory as it's 1-2 the count. Tracy Nero's celebrating her birthday today. That one popped. Oh, here we go. Now pay attention. Harlem Avenue.
We're safe.
Gerber, collision and glass. Bases full of Vikings with only 1 away here. 2 strikes. Let's see what Gall comes back with here. There's a chopper fouled on the third baseline. And Corinne Nero is at home enjoying her company of her pup dog. That ball popped up in the infield. Gall calling for it from the bump.
In the well.
With his glove up, shading the sun, calls for it himself, and he gets out number 2. So he takes it himself. Partner, that's your time to talk when I say that. That's how that works.
Well, we appreciate the transition there, Ron. It's a challenging day here at the ballpark, but we're keeping things positive as best we can, and we're going to get through this inning here and play a little bingo here in the bottom of the 4th.
I like a little bingo. They got a lot of bingo to catch up to 17. Gall throws that first pitch in there, pumps it in for a strike called. I'd like to see get the wave going out there in center field. They got the tailgate going.
Great crowd out there in center field.
That one misses upstairs. 1-1 they count. They look very sedentary out there in left field. How about arms up? Arms out in center field. Let's see what the delay looks like.
Well, we got a couple seconds, but I tell you, very positive crew out there, and they're happy to be here as well, supporting the Friars.
Any big developments? Developments out in Westmont, Illinois, notable.
You know, we got a few mixed-use projects where we're trying to really focus on the downtown, where we bring a lot of younger families and support our local businesses and get some more traffic down there to really keep things thriving. But yeah, we're excited about it.
And this time of year in Westmont, what are some of the, besides the aforementioned festival? That one misses upstairs. That's going to walk in a run. Yep. And now it's 18-0. +1. There we go.
Got that figured out. You know, we have started the first Thursday of June throughout Labor Day. We have our cruising nights. Every Thursday night, 5 p.m. Wonderful car show. If you're an enthusiast, come on out. You can have an adult beverage, walk around downtown Cass Avenue, and check out all different cars. Special theme nights each week, and great time for the family and those that like to check out some classic cars.
Sounds like a great time. And Westman, nice curveball by Timmy Gall there. 1-1 the count with 2 outs. Yeah, tough shake for the Friars getting into this Catholic League Blue.
Very competitive league.
Oh man, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. How's our live stream doing? Chat's gone quiet. I think the Friar fans have shut us down. We got our new card set up here to build our broadcast network. Nobody cares. That ball pieced out in the left field. 1 hops to Javelle Beckett. Or excuse me, Beckett Javelle. I've been doing that since freshman year. And they move up 90 feet. Another run scores, and now it's 20. Is it really 20-0? 19-0. This son of a gun. You don't see this too often. The St. Laurence team has the stirrups, old school look with the gray pants, with the white socks and the black stirrups. Very reminiscent of the late 80s, mid 80s. Curveball in there, misses. Friar dugout like a library right now. Nice pitch there by Gall. Elevates, changes the eye level for strike 2. And now there's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And let's see if Timmy can come back here with one of his best pitches here. Oof. That ball hit high in the air. Ponzio calling for it out and right. Puts his glove up, squeezes for out number 3. And Gall comes in, does a nice job for the Friars, retires the side. And the Friars got a mountain to climb here. It is 19-0. And we'll be back in the action after a few words from our sponsors. Thank you.
You know that dream where you finally find a salon that actually gets your hair right? Well, we got the place for you. Mac Daddy Salon in Forest Park takes you from crossed fingers to confidence in one visit. Real stylist, real results, and 0 hair regret. Wake up smiling, walk out glowing. Ask for Tracy at Mac Daddy Salon, where your dream hair is no longer a dream. Mac Daddy Salon, dream hair delivered.
back. Okay.
All right, back in the action here is Ethan Gonzalez set to kick things off for the Friars. And boy, oh boy, do they have a mountain to climb. 19-0 here, bottom of the 4th inning.
A lot of baseball left, though, Ryan.
Well, I'll tell you what, partner, it could end quickly here by way of the mercy rule.
Oh, no.
And Gonzalez takes that one down low. Oh, that it caught him on the shoelaces. It did or it did not. Okay, so he thought it did. The home plate umpire disagrees. So he's going to do it again.
Barely missed him.
I think you know when it hit you, but you know. The St. Laurence Vikings, 19 runs on 18 hits. That one hit high in the air, center field. Puts his glove up for out number 1 and on 2 pitches.
Good hit, right at him.
Now batting, number 27, Elliot Mosquito.
Friars. Oh, yeah, hang on. Friars stymied 1 hit today. It's been kind of the tale of a few games here where you just can't manage more than 2 hits or 3 hits a game, and you're not going to win a lot of baseball games that way. Now, this is a tough competitor, but at the same token, you can't give up 4 errors and stay in the game as well. So Fenwick showing 1 hit on the board. Yeah, 1 hit we're kept to here. Wow. Let's see if Bastido could change that. Bastido leading the team with offensive production. Elliott is in the DH position here. Oh, he smokes that one for a hit, and there
right
you go.
Through the gap.
And there comes a DH off the bench here, and he smokes that one out. And look at this. We're going to see Michael Kotinik in the on-deck circle.
Big kid there, number 27. Great to see him be patient there. And great way to start this inning here, Ryan. You know, I feel a little positive motion here. We're gonna fight back a little bit.
Munoz been the bright spot here for the Friars. And Munoz can turn on one to left field. Right field, excuse me. A lot of room out there down the line.
Good pitch.
That one, first pitch called, a strike. Pitching change here for the Vikings. Went with the left-hander. Lefty-lefty matchup. Got to believe at almost 20-0, the Friars got a good opportunity with this pitching change to maybe get a run scored. Just throwing it out there.
We're still fighting here. We're still fighting.
That one in there for a strike called to Munoz. Michael Kotinik looking out from the on-deck circle. Heidi Kotinik watching the live stream. Going to get an opportunity to see her son at bat here today. That one in the dirt, bounces off down left field side, and Bastido's going to move up to second base on the play.
Here we go.
Friars could break the shutout here. I think that'd be a positive way to end the game. 2-2, the count to Munoz. Friars desperately trying to get a little chant in the dugout. It fell dead. Munoz stands in the box. Pitcher gets the sign, fires. And I guess that missed outside for ball 3. Full count? No, 2-2. Well, get it together, partner. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Here we go. Wow, and Munoz reaches on a base on balls, and now we got runners at first and second. And we're going to see Michael Kotinik. Let's take a look at Michael Kotinik.
Now batting, number 38, Michael Kotinik.
Kotinik batting with runners at first and second, one away with Beckett in the on-deck circle. That one in the dirt, skips by. The runners are going to move up 90 feet, and the Friars are in business here with runners in scoring position for the first time this afternoon, or is it still this morning? This afternoon here on this Saturday, April 25th. Celebrating the beautiful Tracy Nero's birthday today, 37 years young. Swinging through that one is Kotinik. 1-1 the count. Liz Lateral standing by here, our production director. Beckett going to get a chance here to do some damage. Kotinik stands there, looks at strike two. 1-2 the count here with one out. Any kind of contact here is, you got to believe, is going to score a run. So hopefully Kotinik can put the bat on the ball. That one upstairs misses. 2-2. Lefty gets the sign. Kicks, fires to Kotinik, got down low, and now it's full count to Michael Kotinik. Three and two, the count, one away. Runners on second and third for the Friars. Kotinik at the plate. And he swings through that one for strike three. That's going to bring up Beckett Javel.
Now batting, number 13, Beckett Javel.
Javel batting with runners at second and third here for the Friars with two away. And Beckett puts that one out in the center field for a single, and that might score one. It does indeed. And so Beckett gets the knock and the RBI. Nice job by Beckett Javel. And Flanagan steps up to the plate.
Number 3, Caleb Flanagan.
Friars break the shutout here. It's 19-1. See if Caleb Flanagan can keep the line moving here with two outs. Takes that one down low. Good. Flanagan takes ball one, fouls a second pitch straight back. 1-1 the count. In the on-deck circle, Johnny Buckman. So Flanagan can reach and bring up Buckman here. Runners on the corners for the Friars. Let's see what Flanagan can do in this spot. Takes that one off the inside corner for strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Friars want to keep things rolling here. Flanagan's got to find a way. He fouls that one off. Got to believe that's Dan Flanagan out in right field at his regular perch there with his arms on the fence, looking on, watching his youngster. Keep an eye on him. Should Flanagan reach, maybe we'll get a double fist pump. That one upstairs to Flanagan. And we got deuces across the board here.
Very vocal opposing dugout. This would be nice to quiet them down a little bit here. We need a little bingo here, partner.
Yeah, but little bingo. Let's see a little right. I'd like a little right field bingo right over the first baseman's head. Hoof to May, misses for ball 4. Okay, not ball 4.
Oh.
So I thought it was ball 4.
That looked like it, partner. Tough calls here today behind home plate.
Flanagan thought it was ball 4. I thought it was ball 4, but everyone else said nope. And so Flanagan put his pad back on. He's going to get ready to go after it again here. So runners on the corners for Flanagan, 3-2 count here, 2 away, 19-1 Vikings. Runners take their modest lead, and Flanagan follows that back towards Harlem Avenue. Listen.
Missed all the traffic. I think we're at a full count here, right, partner?
Yeah, full count, 3-2. We're missing a few light bulbs on that scoreboard.
Yeah. We'll have to wait for the Friar Gala.
Flanagan battling here.
That's it.
Going. A 17 pitch at bat here by Flanagan, really putting this guy to work. I'm going to go on a limb and say his name is Luke. And Flanagan still battling, fouls that one straight back. High fastball. Flanagan should reach. It brings up Buckman. And Buckman could bat with the bases loaded here. It would be a good opportunity for this youngster. Buckman at shortstop here for the Friars today. Pitcher gets his sign. Here we go with the 3-2 pitch. And that one fisted out in the right, and the second baseman's there. And he puts the glove on it. That's going to end the inning. The Friars leave 2, score 1. We'll be back in the action on the Pat and Ryan. Oh, we will not be back in the action. Actually, that's going to do it here by way of the mercy rule. I like to call it the slaughter rule. Friars go down 19-1 here at the Priory. We'll be back Monday on the Pat and Rhino Show. We'll see y'all then. Thanks for joining us on our live stream. It's been a great day. Enjoy your day. Be kind to each other, and we'll see you then.
What's mercy rule? After 4?